evening, everyone. It is Saturday. I think it's Saturday around 6 o'clock, so Saturday evening. And I did just a little bit of shopping today. I ended up going to Bath & Body Works to do a return. I ended up returning the body creams, like all of the body creams. Unfortunately, I ended up having a little bit of a reaction on my arms where I had tested one of them. Obviously it could have been the fragrance. It could have been that particular cream. However, I decided, I don't want to fool around with it. I don't want to end up, I hate going to bed with like itchy skin or a rash or something like that. So I ended up just deciding I was going to return them. So I think that'll be my last trial with any of their particular, their body products other than the fine fragrance mists and the soaps, just because I don't want to risk a reaction with how sensitive my skin is. So I went to return all of those body creams, and I had a reward to use, and then I ended up purchasing a couple more things that were on clearance because they had quite a few wallflowers that were marked down to $2. And then I ended up picking up a candle and a single wick candle as my reward. So then, of course, because this is the outlet, there's also a Yankee candle outlet right next to, almost right next door to it. So I had to stop at Yankee, and I ended up, usually I'm just kind of a browser in Yankee because I don't have a lot of trust in their products anymore, but this was 75% off. So anywho, and then I went to Walmart just to grab a couple grocery items. Not a huge fan of Walmart, honestly, and I know this is going to sound kind of superficial, but like the aesthetic in Walmart is a terrible shopping experience, in my opinion. Like I go in there to get groceries and stuff, but like I don't enjoy shopping there. So even though Walmart has wax, I'm never motivated to purchase any of their wax because it's not like a fun shopping experience for me in there. Nothing is set up in an aesthetically pleasing way. So anyway, I've probably passed up buying Walmart wax for like 3 or 4 years now. I don't think I've really picked up almost anything. So I thought I would give it a try again because I saw a video of one of the other wax channels that I watch of some of the new things that came out for spring, and they sounded really good. So I thought I would stop over to that section and do some sniffing. And I ended up getting, I think, about 6 packs, and one of them I'm actually already melting. I popped it in my warmers as soon as I got home. So I'll maybe do some reviews on those, especially because those are such a low and reasonable price point, which is really nice. So we'll just kind of start with Yankee. So this is the only thing I got from Yankee, which is a wood wick from the Renew collection, and it is tomato leaf and basil. And it says, made with basil from Egypt. Yeah, I just really like this. This is really green, and you definitely get the tomato, you definitely get the basil. It's not too savory, it's just very herbal. And it's different than the tomato. There was a tomato vine candle that just came out by Yankee, not Woodwick. But that had like a tangy lime in it and almost made it smell like salsa to me. I did not like that, but this I really like. And this ended up being like $4 because it was 75% off. And then I did get a coupon as well. 2 coupons actually. They're actually attached to each other. So it's like share one or give one away and keep one. A $12 large jar candle starting on February 17th. So I thought that was just so cute for Valentine's Day, even though it's technically right after Valentine's Day. But I'll probably do that because that's a pretty good deal. $12 for a large jar. Okay, so then, okay, so we'll just move to the Walmart wax because I threw all of the Walmart wax in the Bath & Body Works bag. So I think I got 6 of them. 7. Okay. So first one that I'm melting right now is Vanilla Orchid. Scent notes on this are honeysuckle, violet, rose, hyacinth, lilac, and vanilla. So yeah, orchid doesn't really have a scent to my knowledge. But this is just a beautiful, creamy vanilla floral. Sometimes I shy away from, I like floral, but I shy away from like very heavy white florals that almost come off a little astringent to the nose. And this is not that at all. This is just beautifully blended with vanilla. Okay, so that is Vanilla Orchid. Then Frozen Lemonade. Scent notes are lemon and creamy vanilla. Now this was unique because, let's see. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting what I thought I was getting in the store, and I am. This is lemonade, but it's definitely creamy. It's more of like a creamy lemon sorbet with that vanilla in here. Oh, it's really nice, really beautiful. Okay, so then we have After the Rain. Scent notes are citrus. I don't know what aldehydes. I'm not really sure what that is, to be totally honest. So if you know, maybe you can tell me in the comments. Ozone and wood. And this is just really unique. It's unique. It's refreshing and unique. And that's kind of all I can tell you about it right now. I'll have to probably melt it and maybe I can kind of distinguish more individual things in here. But I definitely get a citrus, but there's so much more than that. It's like a woody citrus. Okay, so then Orange Buttercream Cupcake. Now, I've had this before. This is definitely not a new one, but it's a good one. Oh, it's a really good one. If you like orange bakery, lemon bakery, orange bakery, you'd love this. It's like delicious white cake with buttercream and orange. Oh, it's really good. Okay. Coastline Cottage is aquatic, sea salt, ozone, green, gardenia, sage, amber, moss, and wood. Okay. Yeah, this is just so pretty. It smells like walking by the ocean. And at the same time, it smells very quaint. You definitely get a little bit of the floral, but again, it's not heady. It's not headache inducing. Oh, it's really, yeah, just a really pretty, refreshing, oceanic floral. Kitchen Herb. Now, I'll be honest, I bought this because it is so unique. The scent notes are purple basil, fennel, wild lavender, sage leaf, mint, and chamomile. And it's just like, it's so herbal. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like a, how could I describe this? It's almost like stepping into like one of those natural food stores or one of those stores that, you know, has such a, like a, variety of fresh herbs, almost like stepping into a greenhouse. It's really good. There's nothing sweet about this. It's very fresh, herbal, plant-like, and so unique. I just can't wait to melt that, to be honest, and see what that smells like warmed. And then lastly, Scentsationals root beer, and this smells like root beer. And Yankee used to make a root beer candle that I loved that had no throw unless you hovered over it. So I've always wanted a good root beer that threw well, that I could actually smell in the room versus sticking my nose 3 inches from the jar. So I'm hoping that will scratch that itch for me. We'll see. Okay, so moving on to Bath and Body Works. Let me just kind of get everything pulled out here. Well, I guess we'll go one by one. Okay, so just starting with candles. This was by Reward, pistachio milk and honey. Scent notes on this are toasted pistachio, cozy shea butter, and whipped vanilla musk. This is just really nice. Now I know this isn't new, but it is new for me. And I can't... Oh, gosh. So I get the pistachio 100%. And at first, it kind of comes off as like a gourmand pistachio. But then as you're really taking in the fragrance, it's mixed with that musk. It's mixed with, I guess, that shea butter. And then it starts to become a little bit body care. And you get the vanilla, and the vanilla is so beautifully blended with the pistachio. It doesn't, sometimes if you put too much vanilla in a pistachio candle, it smells more vanilla than pistachio, whereas pistachio is definitely front and center here. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a little ugly because my toddler got into the bag before I could put it on the counter and kind of started playing with it. But pistachio milk and honey. So I'm really excited to try that. And I'll definitely review that. Because again, I know it's not new, but it's new to me. This is also not new, but this was $10.99 as part of their clearance. Peach Bellini. And I might give this one to my mom because I've had this so many times and I love it, but she loves it too. So I might end up giving it to her. We'll see. But it's beautiful. Peach Bellini is so good. Scent notes are succulent white peach, sparkling prosecco, and sweet orange. And it's just a beautiful, sweet peach mixed with some citrus, and there's kind of an effervescence to it as well. It's just, I love it. I love it. Okay. Peach Bellini. And then the rest are wallflowers. So these were all $2 a piece. And I don't know the notes on these offhand, and they don't say them on the wallflowers. So, unfortunately, oh wait, yes they do. What am I talking about? Of course they do. Okay. Coconut Lime Breeze is zesty lime, lemon verbena, and sheer coconut. And this is definitely coconut forward. Okay. Dahlia. And scent notes on Dahlia are dahlia petals, crisp pear, and praline. Now that I've actually never smelled dahlia, and they also did not have one of the testers of dahlia available out on the floor. So I'm not really sure what this smells like, but I'm very curious. So I thought $2, I'm grabbing it. Okay, sweet kiwi and starfruit. This is very fruity. The notes are golden kiwi, juicy starfruit, and solar woods. Now the solar woods would make it seem like it's maybe woody or fresh, or it has that kind of undertone. I did not, in smelling the tester on the floor, get any kind of wood note. This was just a very juicy kiwi, and I guess starfruit would be the other fruit in here. Bergamot waters. This is not new at all. Notes on this are bergamot, blue waters, and sandalwood. However, I like bergamot waters, and I just don't, because it's not new, I never really pick it up in anything. So I thought, I'd like to have it again. $2 for a wallflower, not bad, right? It's nice and refreshing. It's a really good bathroom scent, even a bedroom scent, I think, in in summer. And then this I've had before, and it's just really good. And so I wanted to grab another one at that $2 price point, Pink Lavender and Espresso, which has, I think, become a very popular Bath & Body Works fragrance. Definitely a favorite for many people. Oh, and I should say the scent notes. Sorry about that. Scent notes are rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. This is a very strong coffee with a, kind of a sweet lavender. Not necessarily an herbal lavender to my nose, but more of a sweet lavender. Champagne, apple, and honey. Fragrance notes are crisp apple, sparkling champagne, and jasmine honey. They also did not have a tester of this one on the floor, and I have not had or smelled this fragrance before. But again, the scent notes were right up my alley and intriguing enough that at $2 I was going to buy it. So that is everything that I purchased. Some of the wallflowers. So I use wallflowers. I use them two different ways. I use them in the plugins. And then I also use them as fragrance oil in my tea light warmers, which is probably a little bit unique to me. But oftentimes when I find that I'm about halfway through a wallflower refill, I can't really smell it anymore in the room that it's in. I think I just end up going kind of nose blind to it at the concentration that it's at. So instead of like switching it out and then having a bunch of half full wallflowers all over the place, for me to have to store, I actually usually dump the rest. I kind of split it between two warmers, and I actually warm it in a tea light warmer. Now, it's kind of a fast and furious kind of fragrance. You get about 3 to 4 hours of really strong, obvious, it is there, no question about it, in your face fragrance, and then it's done. And it's like blowing out a candle. It's done. But I don't mind that. I would rather have 4 hours of really strong fragrance, then I can't really pick it up anymore. So that's what I do with the wallflowers. And that's my haul. So I will probably do some reviews. And if there's anything in particular that you would like to have me talk about, let me know in the comments. Or if you've tried any of these fragrances yourself and you enjoyed them, let me know what you thought.